This is a quick tutorial on how to integrate IBM Cognos Powerplay and IBM Cognos Analytics versions 11.03 to 11.06. The video shows how to install an IBM Cognos Powerplay 10.2.2 server, how to copy Powerplay files to Cognos Analytics, how to configure Powerplay to integrate with Cognos Analytics, how to configure Cognos Analytics for Powerplay, and finally, how to verify that Powerplay Studio works as expected. Firstly, let's install an IBM Cognos Powerplay server. Please consider the following points. Make sure to install both the IBM Cognos Powerplay 10.2.2 application and gateway tiers. Make sure to install Powerplay to a different folder or server than the IBM Cognos Analytics. Install at least IBM Cognos Powerplay 10.2.2 FP5 or higher. In the installation wizard for Powerplay server, select your installation language and click Next. Read the license agreement, select I agree and click Next to proceed. Make sure to only install application tier components and gateway and click Next. Enter the install location and select whether this is a production or a non-production install, then click Next. Click Yes to create a new directory in case it doesn't exist. Find a name for the program folder and click Next. Finally, check the settings and click Next to start the installation. To finish the installation, click OK to confirm the information. Do not launch Powerplay's Cognos configuration at this time and click Finish. To update Powerplay's FixPack, run the FixPack setup, select the installation language and click Next. Read the license agreement, select I agree and click Next to proceed. Enter the installation directory of the Powerplay server and click Next. Finally, check the settings and click Next to start the installation. Once the Finish screen appears, click Finish and confirm the information window with OK. We are now looking at how to copy Powerplay files to Cognos Analytics. In the Powerplay install bin directory, the pp stock11 interop deploy batch file needs to be executed. Follow the script instructions to copy all the required files. In case the batch file doesn't exist, it can be downloaded from the tech note mentioned on this slide. Open a command window with administrator privileges and search for the pp stock11 interop deploy script in the bin directory of the Powerplay server installation. Run the batch script and make sure it ends with the message script complete, status OK. Follow the instructions in the script and copy the contents of the generated interop deployment folder to the install path of all interoperating Cognos Analytics servers. Copy it also to the gateway server if there is one. Copy the contents of the Web Content Documentation folder from a Powerplay 10.2.2 gateway installation to the Web Content Documentation folder of all interoperating Cognos Analytics servers. This copy should not overwrite any files already in place. We are now configuring Powerplay. In Powerplay's Cognos configuration, expand the Environment folder. Configure the gateway URI to point to Cognos Analytics. Configure the Powerplay server dispatcher settings. Configure the Content Manager URI to point to the Cognos Analytics Content Manager. Disable all services except Dispatcher and Powerplay service. Once this is done, save the configuration and start the services. In Cognos configuration of Cognos Powerplay, click on Environment. In the section Gateway Settings, enter the gateway URI of the Cognos Analytics Gateway. In the section Dispatcher Settings, enter the external and internal dispatcher URI. and in the section Other URI Settings, enter the Content Manager URI to point to the Cognos Analytics Content Manager. Because the sample installation is on the same server as Cognos Analytics, the Powerplay server needs to run on a different port. Under Environment Logging, the port for Local Log Server also needs to be changed in this example. Click on IBM Cognos Services and set all services to false except for Dispatcher Service and Powerplay Service. Save the configuration and start the Cognos Powerplay server. Now let's see how to configure IBM Cognos Analytics. Ensure that configuration.legacy launchable equals 1 is set in the install-data.properties file. In the administration console of Cognos Analytics, switch to the configuration for dispatches and services and add the session.affinity.services parameter to the monitor services. Add this parameter each Cognos Analytics dispatcher running the monitor service. Open the install-data.properties file in the configuration folder of your Cognos Analytics installation and make sure the parameter configuration.legacy launchable is set to 1. Restart Cognos Analytics. Launch Cognos Analytics in a browser. Click Manage and then Administration Console. Go to the Configuration tab, then click on Dispatches and Services. Drill down on the Cognos Analytics dispatchers running the monitor service, find the monitor service and click Set Properties. Click the Settings tab, then click Edit beside Advanced Settings and set the following advanced setting. The parameter name is session.affinity.services and the value is service name equals Powerplay service, num threads equals 10. If the Powerplay server belongs to a server group, refer to the tech note mentioned in this video. Click OK to save the settings. Click OK again to leave the monitor service properties. Now we need to verify that Powerplay Studio works as expected. To be able to run Powerplay Studio, a powercube.mdc file needs to be added as a data source to Cognos Analytics. A package also needs to be created for this PowerCube. Then we need to run Powerplay Studio and access the PowerCube. To test whether everything is set up correctly, we're going to add a cube as a data source. Click Manage and Administration Console and select the Configuration tab. Click on New Data Source. Enter a name for the PowerCube that should be added. Click Next and select IBM Cognos PowerCube in the Type field, then click Next again. In Location window, enter the cube location depending on your operating system and the password if there is one. Then click Finish. Put a check on Create Package to get the cube package created automatically and click OK. Specify the package name and click Next. Verify the options and click Finish. Close the window to leave the administration page. Once a Cognos PowerCube exists as a data source, it can be opened in Powerplay Studio. Click New and Other and then Powerplay Studio. Select the cube package that was created in the previous step. As a result, the cube content is now shown. Thank you for watching this video on how to configure Powerplay and IBM Cognos Analytics. Please comment on this video and visit our YouTube channel to learn more about using IBM Cognos Analytics 11.